gardeners are here. They come about every 2 weeks, but because of the rain it's been about 2 weeks and 2 days. Just enough time for these wildflowers to come up in the lawn. So before he cut the lawn, I went out and picked them. Well, picked the tallest ones. Even if they last just another day, I get the pleasure of them. Look at this. I actually found this, you know. It's a vintage oxo pot. Ideal as a little vase. I could just see the corner and I dug it up. And I thought, oh, I should have filmed that really. But those flowers look nice in that vase. And look at this. This is that chilli plant that when I bought it as a seedling from B&Q, I left it in my car while I went shopping and it wilted because of the heat. But it's really coming on now. And I tell you what is coming on, now I've repotted it. Look at the growth on this. Look at all that new growth. This is the lemon tree. And for my new subscribers, I actually grew that from a pip a couple of years ago now. And I repotted it, is it 2 or 3 weeks ago? And I forgot to tell you, you know, when I was repotting it, the roots actually smell of lemons. But that is coming on. Getting lots of branches now. Just drinking my coffee by the open window, watching the birds. And I've just noticed that bird feeder needs filling up again. But I did see the culprit, so I'll try and rewire that bird feeder again. No wonder there's not a peanut left. Look at the destruction there. When I came out yesterday, or whenever I filled it up last time, no, it was about 3 days ago, I'd already repaired this bit and there was just a little bit here. But look, it's taken out all this and all this. Wait till that bus goes by. And all this. Well, I've got some more wire. I'm sure it's only short-term measures. It needs a proper cage round it, like the other bird feeder. But I'll do what I can. There we are. I've done what I can for now. I'll go get some peanuts. Keep watch while I'm gone. There we are. We'll see how long it takes them to nibble their way through that. And this is how I used the second one of those turkey thighs. I think it was 55p for both of them. So I had that one with the Yorkshire puddings, and then the other one I used up cold. I had half of it in a sandwich, and then I thought, I think I'll make a fried rice with the other half. So that's what I did. I just boiled some rice, let it go cold, added it to the eggs with a few of those green beans that I'd cooked, what was left of those, a little bit of garlic and some of my tougher salad leaves where it's going to seed. And it made a lovely fried rice. I planted some French beans, but there's no sign of life yet. That's not what I've come in the garage for though. Although I do keep checking on these every couple of days. I've actually come for the sheep's wool. Do you remember that I got last week when those sheep came over the hill and I had to vault the gate? Anyway, I've seen some slugs eating my apricot seedling that I grew from a apricot seed. So I thought we'd try this and see if it deters the slugs. Can you see? So we'll just spread some sheep's wool round that. Seems to be all matted up, so I brought scissors out. Even now, it's tough. I have to go get some different scissors. Anyway, bring you back when I've chopped it up. There we are, we'll try that. I think I'll need some more. There, it's well and truly surrounded now. So we'll see how it goes on. So we'll see how that sheep's wool does. I thought, while I'm waiting for the old French beans to come through, what were they? 2022. I've got some marrowfat peas here. September 2019. But we'll plant some and see if they grow. I've got some soil, some of the found compost and some bought compost in there, and I've just watered that. And I'm going to plant these quite thickly because I actually want them for sprouts. So I'll put some soil on top, pop them in the plastic, and we'll leave them here for a couple of days and then keep checking on them and see how they're doing. These have opened up nicely now, look, as the sun's come round. I think they might last 2 or 3 days. Shame to just mow them down. Anyway, take care, people.